It's no secret that I love rhythm games, especially those that feature funny cartoon characters. And it doesn't get much more funny a cartoon character than a gorilla wearing a necktie. Yep, when good old Donkey Kong isn't saving the jungle from pirate crocodiles, he loves nothing more than to have a bash on his bongos. And that's not a dodgy euphemism, that's Donkey Konga. The game was made by Namco and is actually a tweaked version of their Taiko Drum Master series. In those games, you typically play with a Taiko drum controller, obviously right, but because this is about Donkey Kong, you use bongo drums. You've got 2 pads on the top to hit and a microphone in the middle so that you can clap your hands and it'll pick it up. Although the microphone is so basic and sensitive, you can just tap the side of the thing and it'll register. It's actually pretty useful if you don't want to annoy the neighbours with endless clapping. It's a real nice piece of kit. It sits comfortably wherever you put it. The pads are soft but sturdy. They've even got a nice little wood grain thing going on the barrels. Would you believe they even added a little story to the game? DK and Diddy stumble across the bongos, which are apparently magical and light up when DK claps his hands. They want to become famous musicians so they can buy bananas, naturally. But in DK's own words, they really stink. Oh, look at his sad little monkey face. But with practice, maybe they can become the greatest bongo drum players in the whole jungle. It's silly, but I give them props for even bothering to include a backstory at all. So here's how you actually play the game. If you ever played Taiko Drum Master, it should look familiar. Notes scroll across the screen and you have to press the right button at the right time, from the left drum, the right drum, both at the same time, and the clap. Sometimes they give you a long note and you get to go bananas on the drums. It's jolly good fun, and it's very easy to get lost in the rhythm, looking like a total fool as you happily bang away on plastic bongo drums. But a rhythm game is only as good as the music selection. The setlist is different depending on which version of the game you had, although there are a lot of shared tracks between the US and EU versions. There are a lot of cheesy pop hits, but I love that sort of crap, so it's okay with me. And when you're in the heat of the moment, it can get pretty hard to resist singing along.
Whatever I said, whatever I didn't mean it. I just want you back for good. Want you back, want you back, want you back for good.
There is one problem though. Just listen.
Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a real good time.
They're all cover versions. Some of them are real bad covers at that. I'm no music purist, but even I have to cringe at how much this guy isn't Freddie Mercury. Oh, and the songs don't last the full length. They just seem to fade out about halfway through. Hey, check this out. She doesn't even try to sound German. I guess they figured, hey, it's the English language version of the song, who cares what the original singer sounded like? So there's a load of pop songs, 1 or 2 classical pieces, and a few video game tunes as well, including some real feisty remixes of the Mario and Zelda themes. There's also, oh yes, this is what the game was made for. Put your hands together if you want to clap, of course, it all makes sense now. But wouldn't you know it, not even the DK rap goes the full length. It ends after the verse about Lanky Kong, so Diddy gets left out. Yeah, Diddy Kong, that guy doesn't get a look in. There are 3 difficulty settings to choose from, and I'm a bit disappointed that there's no definitive ultra super hard difficulty. This DK rap, for example, is on the hardest difficulty and it's way too fucking easy. I get that it's like the easiest song in the whole game, but I would have liked to see a mode where all the songs are hard to beat, not just the ones they decided to make hard. Oh, you have to fill this bar up by hitting notes. If it's not past the marker by the end, you fail. You get coins for playing well, which could be spent on more songs, unlocking mini-games, and getting alternate sound packs for the bongos, in case you want it to make the sound of a dog barking whenever you hit the drums. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. pretty dumb, but amusing enough to warrant a few goes around to buy new stuff. The mini-games, though, are a real afterthought. You've got a basic whack-a-mole game where K. Rool just fucking cheats by faking you out. Yeah, speed is everything, and it takes a little while to recover if you miss, so let's have the targets make tricky plays on you. There's also a juggling mini-game where you try to slip in new bananas while keeping up with your current bunch. Not bad, pretty fun for what it is. There's also this vine climbing doodad where you have to get as much fruit as possible on your way to the top. The controls in this one are kind of ass, and you won't be playing it much. Oh, and for all the games, they only show you the high score of the day, for no adequately explained reason. If you want to see the all-time high scores, you have to drop out and go through a whole lot of menus to see them. Very strange. Oh, I almost forgot the jam mode, where it doesn't show you what the notes are, and you have to memorize from playing it normally. Who in their right mind is going to spend all that time memorizing notes? Such a pointless addition. And that's pretty much it for Donkey Konga. There are a few more multiplayer modes, which I remember being fun way back in the days when I had friends to play with. With only 31 truncated songs, it is a little light on content, but you can pop it in every once in a while and have a good time for an hour or so. You can't really ask for much more than that.